Hi, my name is Remington Toner with Project Primetime, and this is going to be a short introduction to the gold standard, which has recently become a topic of some controversy lately, with some Republicans considering advocating a return to the gold standard. But just what is it? What can it do for us? What can't it do for us? Why did we get off it in the first place? These are some questions that this basic video will help us answer. So the gold standard is any monetary system where the currency of a country, in our case it's the US dollar, is directly linked to a certain quantity of the precious metal gold, which has obviously been used throughout history as a medium of exchange. And from 1834 to 1933, gold was worth $20.67 an ounce, or $1 for every 1/20th an ounce of gold. And what this allows us to do is what it allows a country to do is to stabilize its prices and prevent inflation, because there's a fixed quantity of gold. However, what it doesn't allow a country to do is it doesn't allow a country to stimulate growth, as was needed in the most recent economic recession, by injecting more capital or more money into an economy. And this was the case in the Great Depression, where weak demand and severe deflation required that more money be infused into the economy. And so FDR, in 1933, broke the link between the dollar and gold. However, after World War II, under the Bretton Woods system, the major powers of the world devised a similar system to the gold standard called the Bretton Woods monetary system, which essentially pegged all the major currencies in the world to the US dollar, and the US dollar, of course, to gold, which was given a value of $35 US dollars an ounce. However, as time went on, especially in the 70s, and the world became increasingly globalized and U.S. spending increased, more countries needed gold and less dollars. And so as more and more countries demanded gold, it was apparent that something needed to be done to save the U.S. dollar. And in 1971, Nixon again broke the bond between the dollar and gold, ending the Bretton Woods system and essentially allowing the U.S. dollar to float, or get its value from being traded on foreign currency exchanges where dollars are swapped for other currencies. And you'll often hear these markets called Forex markets, or foreign exchange markets, which essentially trade fiat currencies, fiat coming from the Latin meaning to be done. And so in a fiat currency system, money gets its value from the mere fact that the government says it has value, and it's backed by the full faith and credit, and you've heard that phrase before, of the U.S. government, and not from an asset class such as gold. So you can see that there are some advantages to the gold standard, mainly stability, price stability, monetary stability, but there are also some severe drawbacks in that it does not allow economies a lot of autonomy to respond to changing times, to economic growth, and to economic crisis. So no matter where you stand on the use of the gold standard, it's important that we know what it is, because it's played an important part in the monetary history of our country and the history of the world's monetary systems. And it's something that a good number of people out there want to return to. So now you know a little more. I'd encourage you to go investigate and read up on the gold standard on your own, and make your own decision on what role you think gold has to play in today's global economy.